finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On the carry, this is Pierce. He's got the first down and more past the 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about it.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Bridgewater to throw it. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you put
rush coming, and he's taken down. Second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They go play action now. Ryan. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down. They go again with Pierce. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Bridgewater now on second down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. To throw is Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Lynch able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
The Falcons on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 18 yards there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Freeman again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Pardon, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Bryant's kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Bridgewater on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Four yards remaining now on second down. Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Let's go.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Bridgewater again. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too hungry.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Second down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Navarro Bowman in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
To throw on third down, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malcolm Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Whoosh.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Now Ryan on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Bridgewater. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bridgewater to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
20 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. 10 more there and another first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 20, 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Atlanta now coming out on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A dump off now to Hill. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On first down, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the...
Yeah. Pulling up with the crew. Oh, my goodness.